Hello, and welcome to English 165 online Moodle for Northeastern Technical College. I am your instructor for this course. My name is Max Everhart, and this is a video introduction to the course. I'm going to go over briefly the different topics that we're going to cover in this course, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about the types of assignments that you're going to see on Moodle, and a little bit about what you can expect as far as those assignments go. But first, English 165, we used this book, A Pocket Guide to Public Speaking, the 3rd edition. So we need to pick this up at the beginning of the course, as primarily this is the main source of reading material for the course. So make sure we get that first. But within this guide, there's several things that we're going to focus on. The main thing, obviously, is becoming an effective public speaker. Now, I like to tell the students up front, you're going to have to come to campus twice for this particular course, and it'll be at the end of the semester. Once for an informative speech, and another time for a persuasive speech. And along the way, we're going to prepare to do those. But again, the basics of this course are going to focus on verbal and written communications. And these are the two most important skills that employers are looking for nowadays. So with regards to public speaking, we're going to begin by, whenever you get an assignment, you have to do an oral presentation or a speech. The first thing we want to do is choose an appropriate topic. And there's a process behind this. Then, once we have this topic in hand, we're going to do research on this topic so that we can become knowledgeable. We're going to, in this book, we're going to focus on how to find credible sources of information on the internet to help us become knowledgeable in our particular topic that we're researching so that we can deliver an effective speech on it. Then once we've gathered that information, we're going to organize it into an outline, very similar to how you would for a paper that you might have to write in one of your classes. We organize it into a beginning, a middle, and an end, and we work on developing those main points within it, within the body of a speech. So after we've selected the topic, we've researched the topic, we develop the topic through organization and research, then we work on effectively delivering the speech. And we're going to look at different things that I'm sure you're all familiar with already anyway, but namely body language, making good eye contact with the audience, making sure that we're speaking clearly, loud enough, at a proper volume, and also at a proper pace. And these are all things that are going to be important for this particular course. So that's the main topics that are going to be covered in a pocket guide. Also within this, we're going to offer several strategies for managing stage fright. I'm aware that many of you, perhaps even all of you, are uncomfortable speaking in public. But in the very first chapter, and you'll find this to be true as well, but in the very first chapter in the book, they mention a study that was done in 2009 by various employers, and the two most important things that employers want nowadays in the job market are people with excellent written skills and verbal skills. So that's going to be the goal of this course, which leads me into the other thing I wanted to talk about in this introduction, and that's the variety of assignments and learning methods that we're going to use. Obviously, I'm going to use things like this. I'm going to use short, what I call them short video lectures. This is so it can more simulate the actual classroom. You get to see my face, you get to see me talking, and I'm going to try to reinforce various topics that I cover in the book, and also with assignments as well. And not just that, I try to make sure that whatever we're going over in the course, I'm trying to make you understand the practical applications of it, how you're going to use it whenever you get into the job market, because those things are most important, and it's one of the main goals of this course. So the videos are one thing. The other thing is audio recordings. Very similar to the lectures. Each week you'll probably see something that says audio recording, play me. and you just click on that, and I go over the ins and outs of what we're going to be doing that week. I might offer other helpful hints about Moodle, helpful things that might help you whenever you're going over the chapter that week, or whatever assignments we're doing that week. As far as actual graded assignments, we have quizzes. There's going to be at least 1 or 2 of these every week, and they're going to be about 10 questions long. They're either going to be multiple choice or true false. And once again, they're going to be based on the readings in here, and also on my short, brief video lectures that I'm going to try to post. You're also going to have discussions. You can think of these sort of like chat rooms on websites, in that I'm going to give you a short writing prompt, a particular situation to write on. For instance, in the first week, I ask you to describe a past instance where you had to do some type of public speaking. Didn't necessarily have to be in a job or in class. It could just be you had to give a toast at a friend's wedding or something like that, and describe your emotions. So that's the sort of thing you're going to get with the discussions. But also, after you post them, and I post a response, I also want you to get in there and talk to your fellow students. Again, this is to help, as best I can on the online environment, simulate that actual classroom, that interaction that you would get in a classroom. So those are discussions. Also, written assignments, because as I said, this is primarily focused on verbal and written skills, and it's a big part of being a successful candidate for a job. Not just getting a job nowadays, it's also about holding your current job, is to be able to have these skills. So I'll give you these assignments, and you'll have to type them up on Microsoft Word or some other software program, and you upload them onto Moodle, and then I get back to you with my comments. So those are going to be the main assignments that you have. And of course, as I said, at the end of the semester you'll have 2 speeches, and those will be worth about 40% of your grade. So that's a little bit about what you can expect from the course, the types of assignments, and remember, the main goal of this is to make you an effective speaker and an effective writer. Right? And just to remind you, make sure we get this as soon as you can, a pocket guide to public speaking, the 3rd edition. Okay. Once again, my name is Max Everhart. I'm your instructor, and if you have any questions, any comments, anything like that, all of my information is right there on Moodle under the Information Center. You can click on my office hours. You can come by my office anytime. It also has my office telephone number and my email. So once again, welcome.